When I started to study spiritual concepts, I came across this idea called disidentification. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why this idea can ruin your life if you don't know how to use it properly. Now, with that being said, what is disidentification? Well, simply put, it's the idea that you are not your body. You are not your thoughts. You are not the things you feel, your emotions. You have no relation to this temporal or temporary experience that you are living. Instead, you are spirit. You are the primordial essence. You are an angelic figure, a figure that scripted out your life so that you could come down to earth and embody the character that you are today, the avatar that you are today, so that you could learn things and so that you could evolve as a soul. Now, this is all well and good, but far too often in the spiritual community, I see teachers and practitioners completely disregarding the body, completely disregarding this human life. And instead, they're escaping into the spiritual. They're escaping into the esoteric. And they're forgetting that you have to live this life in order to evolve as a soul. Implicit in that statement and explicit in that statement was the idea that you are not your body, but you're in your body for a reason. You're not in your body so that one day you can awaken to the realization that you aren't your body. No, you're in your body so that you can live a human experience, so that you can feel things, so that you can connect with people, so that you can battle with people, so that you can build companies, so that you can travel the globe, so that you can scale mountains, swim through rivers and brooks and creeks. You're here to live. You're not here to escape into the ethereal, even though that may be where you and I are from. Because ultimately, this life and who you are is a paradox. You are both human and you are both spirit. You are not human and you are not spirit. Both of these things are true at the same time. But far too many people in the spiritual community forget this, and I can tell you that this can ruin your life because I fell into this trap. I went down this rabbit hole super deep back in 2019. I started watching videos on esoteric concepts and spirituality like crazy whenever I was working at Macy's. I was throwing boxes on the receiving dock for 8, 9, 10, 12 hours a day. And I would listen to these videos on spiritual concepts the entire time. And with all of this repeated messaging, I began to really believe that I was just spirit. I wasn't even human. I was just spirit. And in the beginning, this was very freeing because I saw the world around me and realized, wait a minute, I have the ability to alter this. I have the ability to change things. I have the ability to create a fantastic life for myself. But then I took it too far and I stopped connecting with my emotions. I stopped feeling things. I stopped sitting with the things that I was going through. I stopped having connections with people. I stopped caring about people. All I cared about was spirituality. All I cared about was reading the books, reading the texts, practicing all of the various methods. All I cared about was meditating. All I cared about was XYZ. And I forgot that I was here to live a life. I was here to make music. I was here to love. I was here to experience fiery romance and chilling heartbreak. I was here to experience all of the beauties of this world. I wasn't here to meditate in the fucking grass all day. I wasn't here to meditate for 15 hours. No, I'll be back there eventually. I'll be back in the heavens eventually. Hopefully I'll be in the heavens. Maybe I'll be in hell. I'm not sure. It depends on what you believe in. But one day I won't be in this body. But until I'm not in this body, I'm here to live in this body. But more importantly, I'm here to live in this body while also knowing that I am not this body. See, it's a paradox. Both things are true at the same time. And what I found to be incredibly helpful is allowing myself to feel every single emotion intensely. A great example of this was a couple of days ago. I was feeling super stressed, super anxious. I couldn't breathe. I was really, really tight in the chest. I was like, I was super anxious. I don't know what it was about. I think it's because I was stressing about money, stressing about, I want to make XYZ, and something didn't go right. And all of a sudden, I went down this big crash course of bang, 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 bang. I don't know what's going on. I'm super anxious. I felt super tight. And though it was uncomfortable, I've trained my mind over the past decade to realize that, look, I can feel this intensely because it's going to make me more creative. It's going to make me more empathetic. When other people are going through this, I'm going to understand what that's like because I felt it super intensely to the nth degree. I know what it's like to have this tight chest full of anxiety and paranoia. I feel that. So I've trained myself to feel these emotions super intently, but at the same time recognize that they're just here to teach me things. They're just here to make this story, this life more rich and more fulfilling, more exciting for me. They're just here to color the myth that I'm writing every single day, that I'm filling in every single day. So if you can weigh those two things at the same time, the fact that you are the body and you are not the body, that you are the spirit and you are not the spirit, then you will be able to live this rich experience because you'll be able to develop all this empathy through feeling every single emotion on the spectrum to the nth degree, to the absolute zenith of its capacity, while at the same time having the conscious and rational detachment to realize that you don't have to be consumed by that emotion. You don't have to be devoured by that emotion. If you can walk that tightrope, you're going to have such a wonderful life. And I can tell you this because specifically over the past 3 years, this is what has allowed me to love every single day. And this is why I talk about feeling joy all the time. My goal isn't money. It isn't accolades. It isn't some killer powerlifter body or some killer MMA body. It isn't to be the best basketball player on planet Earth or even to be the best artist of all time, even though that was my goal at 16. My goal is to feel joy every single day. I want to feel joy. I will have other emotions as well. I will feel grief. I will feel anxiety. I will feel paranoia. I will feel ecstasy. I will feel bliss. I will feel all of these emotions. But through it all, the underlying current of it all is joy, because joy is connected with love. I love all of the emotions I feel. I love everything that happens to me. I feel joyous through everything that happens to me because it's all good, whether it's bad or it's good. So that being said, don't allow yourself to disconnect from this life. You're going to cheat the people around you. Your family members, your friends, they don't want to see you be all disconnected, detached, and cold just because you've recognized the one truth, that you're not a human being, at least not totally. They're going to fucking hate you for it. They're going to think you're a weirdo, and rightfully so, because you're going to neglect them. You're going to think all their problems are dumb. You're going to think that their emotions are invalid because they're quote-unquote not real. Newsflash, they are real because they're experiencing them right now. Yeah, maybe they're chemicals in the brain, but who gives a shit? It's real. And even if it isn't real, it's fun. Experience the emotion. Don't allow yourself to go down that rabbit hole. Learn from my mistake. I went down that rabbit hole for a good year, and it ruined me. I quite literally crashed out like crazy. But ever since then, I've realized that both things are true. And if you can go all the way into the depths of the emotions you're feeling while recognizing that it's all good, it's all here to teach you something, you're going to have an amazing life. And if you want more videos on this sort of content, comment down below, like and subscribe if you gain value out of this, and I will see you in the next one. Much love, peace. This is the New Da Vinci. Have a blessed day or evening, depending on what time it is for you.